Hey, it's Charlotte again. We're giving you the sneak peek to the backyard through our huge coral bark Japanese maples given to me by my dear friend Kathy Hicks right after my dad died. They frame this space beautifully, and they just got new pots I bought yesterday. I've got to put them together. But I want to come around here and show you. Look at my containers. Well, these containers have done incredibly well. And I want to tell you what's in them. So, in these two along this wall, the pink cashmere Superbena overwintered. It stayed. So, we didn't have to replace it. I did put in bubblegum, jazzberry, and silverberry Super Tunia Vistas, and they have gone crazy. In the middle here, we have a rainbow euphorbia, some more pink cashmere Superbena, but I notice it's not blooming as much as the others, so maybe, I don't know, the combination may have trouble. And I put in some sweet potato vine right here to give us a nice pop of color. But those have been outrageous. Over here in these, we didn't have the pink cashmere in the outside ones, so I have a bubblegum, jazzberry, and a silverberry in the middle, some variegated ivy on the front trailing, and then we put in some sweet potato vine. And those have really filled out recently well. In that middle one, there is some rainbow euphorbia and some pink cashmere, as well as the sweet potato vine. So our container game is going strong. I am excited about this year. You can also see that last winter we added these big containers, planting containers, under the post for the lights. And in those, we have got bubblegum, Super Tunia Vista bubblegum, and some wave white petunia. There were a few other things in there, but they've been swallowed up since. So what you can see is the bubblegum and the wave petunia. We're doing kind of a little test to see who is better. Bubblegum remains our winner. Now these are self-watering containers that my friend Tammy gave me, and I had to rip out what was in there because rodents got in over the winter, ate the bottom out of the plants, and then put new plants in here. There are also fairy gardens in there that you can't really see now, but the main plants that we used were some trailing vinca. I've got autumn ferns, I've got some Japanese iris, I've got a little bit of heuchera. There are some rainbow euphorbia and pots in between. There are some hostas. It's just a really nice look here. I'm hoping that those things will survive the heat of the summer there and can continue into the future. We'll see. Over here on this side, our bougainvillea is starting to bloom. I was so sad it was not in bloom yet for the wedding festivities, but it sure is now. Our garden tour, we're gonna have some beautiful bougainvillea. In the very front, Mandevilla from S&K. They have not missed a beat, and I plopped them in there. They have not left the pots. They came from the garden center, which I think is kind of a big deal. And they are doing great in the pots. These front pots here, with Waverly modeling in between, those front pots have Super Tunia Vista bubblegum, some more pink cashmere, and they have a pink dahlia in them. Behind that, I've got some herb pots that have rosemary in the middle, thyme, and some golden sage. Up higher, we've got another big fern, one of the queen ferns, lady ferns, I'm not sure, those stand-up ferns. We've got a panicle hydrangea on standard, budding up here. Our life is getting ready to go. Here is a rising sun red bud with the showing off its beautiful colors. See the wisteria on the cattle panel arch. And then we come around to our coneflower bed. Oh, coneflowers are one of our favorite plants. These were the first plants Tommy got me at the grocery store. And he got 5 plants, and that started this bed, and we love it. I've got our El Nino catalpa, putting on some beautiful orchid-like blooms here first thing. We're excited about that. They're looking good. Last year, this poor little plant didn't do very well. We had moved it, and it just took it a year to find its feet. So this year it's looking really nice. Bronze fennel that I planted last year on the other side, really looking healthy and happy. That is a host plant for the swallowtail butterfly. So that's why we grow our bronze fennel there. Got another little mini twist conifer here. But look at the coneflowers. We love our coneflowers. We initially had iris in here, then peonies go, then the coneflowers, and then these spider lilies will come up here soon too. We're so excited about that. But just check out those coneflowers. Now, oh no, somebody took off one of my red hot pokers. Well, here is a full-size old-fashioned red hot poker, and we did have another bloom which obviously got bitten off by a dog or somebody. And here's one of these enormous, they have big fat blooms, and they swirl around like they are some sort of, I don't know, fireworks. I love them here because they're sort of crazy. The problem is sometimes they get bitten off or break off. That's okay. So down here at the bottom of the steps, you will see more of my containers. Didn't they turn out amazing? On this side, we have pots and pots, and you'll see the theme of the year was bubble gum. So we have bubblegum, jazzberry, silverberry, all supertunias. I've got some salvia in here, unplugged so blue on the ends. We've got some branching sunflower. I've got some cherry burst, superbena here in the middle one, and some purple gomphrena. Oh, there's some sparkling amethyst, superbena. And here's some of our blue salvia. But that all has done great. Here's another one of my herb pots with rosemary in the middle, thyme, and golden sage. Turning to the other side, this masterpiece. On this side, we normally have all these succulent pots, and I love them. We added these conifers last year. On this side, it's kind of a tall, neat looking conifer, irregular. And on this side, we have a whipcord conifer. So those kind of went with our succulents. And then for the summertime, I divided these dark red canna lilies to 2 pots, and boy, have they enjoyed being divided. Put them on either side. They have grown like crazy pants. I love them. In this pot over here, this grouping has got some wave white petunia. I've got some sparkling amethyst, superbena, and some mulberry angelonia. I think it's angelonia. It smells great. And this masterpiece. You can hardly even see what we've got. But there is some blue Dipladenia. They're not mandevillas because they don't grow up. They're like a bush. But they're blue. They look like blue mandevillas in a bush form, but it's called Dipladenia. I think they are gorgeous. They are in pots on the outside. In the middle, I used an old tote and put some like aquapot inserts in it. And they have got all kinds of coleus. I've got, you can see that big coleus in the middle. There's that big coleus in the middle. I've got a lime thyme on the left. I've got that variegated coleus on the right. We have some Supertunia paradise in there, which you can see. Some sweet potato vine, sweetheart lime sweet potato vine, and some chocolate drop coleus, trailing coleus, that is just barely peeking its head out the bottom. But putting those into that tote and the tote into the box, wow, has that made it so much easier to care for. That is a tip and a trick here. We've got more of our wisteria. This is Amethyst Falls. It's a native wisteria. It is not the crazy Japanese kind, but I guess we'll come around here. Oh, you can see our pots. And look at our beautiful. This is what we've done with our pergola. We put a roof on it this year. And after we got the roof, it made it so much easier. We switched the furniture. We've moved a bunch of different furniture around. The furniture that was in here got split. Part of it went on the porch, part of it went over by the garage. The furniture that was by the garage, which was a table and some chairs, went over into this other area down here. And the furniture that was in the circle area down here went under here. And I think all of the things look so much better where they are now. This rug was a rug that came from my camper that I didn't really like for the camper, but boy, it is done great down here. So in these things, I've got this neat pot that I got in Aiken when I was there at the horse show. It's got caladiums and impatiens in it. And I really like those. This pot over here has got a neat dragon wing begonia and then some double begonias. And look at these flowers. Aren't they just amazing? I just think they are so gorgeous. There's just a regular little begonia, still looking great. Some black elephant ears. Oh, and I got this guy this year. Oh, turn around. Look at that. Cockatoo. Hand painted, paper mache, cockatoo. I just felt like it came from Etsy, so added to the vibe down here. You are gorgeous. See how it matches the colors in the windows there? And on our back wall here, we've got all sorts of pictures and Jimmy Buffett sayings, some geckos, our other bird. We have this beautiful picture that our friend Cornelia beaded for us. But I just love it. Having the roof made that kind of stuff so much more possible because we weren't killing the art. So we've got another impatient there. But in the back, we've got some Fatshedra that overwinters in these pots under here. You can see does great. We've got hostas, a big blue hosta, more hostas. It's really beautiful. More black elephant ears. And then here we've got another dragon wing with another cool begonia. So that has gone great. I just want to let you see the containers up here. Aren't they really cool? And then, surprise! I had pulled out our dahlias from last year, which we had just stuck into this water trough because I could not keep enough water to them. I pulled them out and they just sat in the garage over the winter. This spring, I stuck the chunks back into this water tank and look at what it's done. What a perfect place to grow dahlias. Deep dirt, you can keep water to it, and I'm just gonna put a cover over it for the winter so that the water doesn't get in it and rot the bulbs, and just leave them in there for the winter. I love dahlias, and this is such a easy way to grow them. Let's see, we can get you a view of this one. That one's one of my favorites. And then look at these. Aren't these so pretty? Just think they're sort of a pinky purple. But they grow up tall, and having them in the water tank, we can enjoy them from above and below. And look at what I missed. Oh my goodness. Up here, we've got some containers that have multiple kinds of sedums, but I've also got agapanthus blooming. Yay! And our first bud from our spider lily. Yay! It's so cool. Awesome. Now the idea to do these giant containers under our posts was awesome. And Freddie had that idea and I love it. Love it, love it, love it. We'll try to be a little snappier here. This is a daylily bed. It's just getting started. In front of it is some of our fairy gardens. Back there on that spool, we've got my teapot creations. They're all kind of teapot creations, and on either side are some bigger, more elaborate fairy gardens. But you can see we've got a ton of stuff going on. Our horse, our carousel horse with some coneflowers blooming under it, some dianthus blooming under it. Really something. These purple things you see, those are jazz hands loropetalum. We've got more hydrangeas getting ready to bloom. I got some palm trees. These are windmill palms. They are hardy palms. We're gonna hopefully be able to keep them going this summer. In the back here, we've got banana trees. You can see our bananas going. We've got our daylilies starting. This first one, omelet. Pretty snazzy, wild looking thing. And then this thing looks like a creamsicle every time to me. Beautiful. I've got some funny little agastache we put back here. I'm hoping will poof up and grow into those areas. But look at this. This is sort of the thing of the hour. We just put this together here, this glass. Isn't that something? I love Dale Chihuly's blown glass designs, but you know, they're like out of control. So I have gathered, we've collected these. This came in, try to get over here. Maybe it'll be easier to see. In stages from different glass blowers on Etsy. So if you like the blown glass look, you can get it and just collect it slowly on Etsy. This is our collection that goes together. I love it. I hope you love it too. Coming around here, we did this little deal to make this wall to cover up the pool equipment look a little better. I like those little birds loving each other in front of the bed, in that, just think it's cute. So coming around here, we had a great peony thing this year. Our chase tree is just starting to crack some color. We got a new arbor this year to go here because a lot of the time when people were here, the plants weren't covering it. Here are some bulbs, some Asiatic lilies from a friend blooming. And coming back here, this is fixed up new this year. So I moved this table and chairs and umbrella from behind the garage to over here and love it. I had those pillows, we put the pillows together, and my mom sent this coffee. She said it's a coffee set, Danish coffee set. She actually sent it to my daughter Charlotte, but I objected to use it in the garden, at least for now. So I think Charlotte is going to take it after our garden tour, but I really wanted to use it because I felt like it so went together with this. So we love it, love it, love it, love it. Some more of my glass, those hearts from Etsy in a pot with lantana and scaevola. Pretty cool combination. Up here behind it, we've got some dianthus, yarrow, more, I think that's some cat's pajamas, nepeta. We're waiting for all these butterfly bushes, hydrangeas to bloom. But here is our coffee set. Isn't that pretty? I love all these colors. We have behind there, I love that variegated dogwood behind there, Kusa dogwood. And then I've got a firelight hydrangea about to bloom. Our smoke bush looks spectacular this year. We've got a little lime punch there. Then this bed typically has all coneflowers, but some of the coneflowers in the front were a little slow to get started. So it gave a chance to this dianthus to really get to hop. Isn't that pretty? So I'm excited. I got that little teapot on, I think, eBay to kind of go with our whole theme here. I think it's pretty in the middle there. But you get to see, I just love it. We're gonna come around. Got these spools, 10 bucks, Facebook Marketplace. Ordered these stools on Amazon, put them together. Umbrellas from Amazon. We have seating for 8 right here. More lamb's ear. And I love this. This is kind of new around this pole. We divided our spider lilies, and I put 2 chunks over here because we put in new paths last winter. That was one of our big winter projects. And so I put 2 of the chunks here, and then I have got some celosia because Tommy loves celosia, I love celosia. It's just a nice contrast. So that looks nice. Another one of these. Incredible. Like, look at that. How can you hate on bubblegum and some wave petunia? Just can't. So coming around the corner here, Midnight Masquerade penstemon next to some peonies. You can see we've got double play doozy spirea. It's all coming together. These big things are 4 o'clocks. Here we go, some more hydrangeas. And it's really making, it's coming around. So last winter too, we added these arbors because we ripped out our Sugar Shack button bushes because they were way too big and they were way messy, and they did not allow us to properly see this weeping Atlas cedar. And I put in some camellias, white gila in front of them. There are a ton of peonies over here. You'll also see the hardy geraniums. That is a giant weeping cherry. So that area is coming together. It just got done blooming. Here's some more of our glass. This from this angle. So Summer is in full swing here. We cannot wait until next week. I've got to put together some new lounge chairs, but we hope you are enjoying your spring, beginning of summer as much as we are. We love you. Bye.